6, a local teenager is facing her fears and returning to school after being a victim of cyberbullying.
9 on your side's Julie O'Neill spoke exclusively with that young girl and has that story tonight from Blanchester. Julie?
2 weeks after school started here in Blanchester for most students, this was the first day of school for Madison Fields, and it was a pretty good one for her for a reason that you might not have expected. Madison Fields has a smile for her mother after finally facing her fears at school.
It's actually a really big relief because I was so nervous for today.
When the 13-year-old sat down with me a week ago, she was still quite worried about facing fellow cheerleaders. After police informed her family, the girl spoke of killing her on social media, along with other hateful comments. This week, Blanchester schools announced there had been bullying and it would follow policy, which required they suspend some students. But that's not what put Madison at ease as she returned. Her school counselor, who trained her black lab to be a therapy dog, had Odin spend the day with Madison.
He walked down the aisles and stuff, and all the kids would pet him, and they didn't really even think about talking about the subject, which made me feel really good. And every time I'd get really nervous, Odin would sit next to my desk and rub up against my leg and put his head on my leg, and he's just really comforting.
Madison says she did have nervous moments as some kids took sides.
Anybody who was their friend, who was also my friend, that came up and hugged me and said, "I'm totally on your side, I love you," and things like that, they got mad at them and said, "You can't be friends with her if you're going to be friends with us," and made them cry.
Madison says her school counselor promised to address this, and that's a victory.
I feel like they're going to take bullying more seriously now, and they're going to not just sweep it under the rug, they're going to actually take action and do something about it.
So high marks today for the school counselor and Odin, the therapy dog. Meantime, there is still a criminal investigation here. I'm told by the prosecutor's office they are still reviewing the case. We'll stay on top of it. Live in Blanchester, Julie O'Neill, back to you.
Thank you, Julie, and high marks for Madison as well. Sky Cam